After the pit talk, I should get to the drink by now. After the pit, I should get to the drink by now. No, he went from the pit to the prison. Wow. So now, now I'm in this prison, and my prison done set me up. Okay, the place you're in right now, I'll just set you up. I'll have to lay hands on you because I know you like people lay hands on you. So I don't have to lay hands on you, but I'm gonna tell you this. He didn't know that there was getting ready to come a call from the palace because his kid had made it. There's getting ready to be some divine connections. Hallelujah. Yes. There will be some divine connections here. Man, they don't know. Man, they don't know. People look at you and they just know. This means some healing and this means some.
My Lord.
You think you operated in that last season? What you did in the pit and in the prison is not what you did. Yeah, I went and seen that you write books. I seen it on Facebook on the group thing. I didn't really do a lot of in-detail studying on a lot of people. I didn't. The guy that I did the study on, he ain't even here. The guy that I went to, the one that's the message on break. That's the one I looked at because he reminded me of my husband. And I said, oh, cool. I didn't even get a chance to do a lot of it. But what you did in the pit, the pit and the prison, and that's like what you want to do about. Now, Holy Ghost, there is an anointing of gusher. You a seer? You are. Yeah. Yeah, son told me some stuff. She didn't tell me. I'm here, innocent. So I'm real good at my kids are discerning. Sometimes I'm not 100%. You know, now I still come on sticking. Son told me some stuff. Yeah, that you see. You are a seer. So you are a prophet. Now, the thing about this is if you can get in and get in your garment and get comfortable in it, that's where your increase is. That's where your increase is. If you can get in your gift, get comfortable. That's where your increase is. If you can get it, I train a prophet at my church, just like you, just like you. She had to get in there, give and get comfortable. She just came back from South Africa. You could just go do it. Get in your gift, get comfortable. Whew, that's where you increase it. If you could just come on, look at God, get in your gift. Get in your gift.
I ain't no prophet.
That's where you increase it. If I came just for you, that was worth being in the airport. 12 hours yesterday. I sat in the airport, I promise, when I could have drove just 3 or 4 hours.
Wow.
I sat in the airport getting prepared for here right now. I came for you if you could just get in your gift. Keep going. You've been living below where you're supposed to be.
My God.
Oh, okay. Hey. Okay. say yes. Oh, okay. Completely. And you ready to go? Okay, so you are a prophet now.
Yes.
So you are a prophet.
Yes.
She's lucky I don't
And
want
an
to talk in her,
intercessor.
in her
Yes.
recording. She's lucky I don't want
To
to
the
talk in her
nation.
recording.
Yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
Huh?
Yeah, I had to add that last tidbit in there because it's to the nations.
To the nation. To the nation.
To the nations.
Yeah, she ain't gonna stay in the United States. She know she ain't gonna stay in the United States like that. She know better. Okay? Lord, send money to her now, in Jesus' name.
In
But don't
Jesus'
send it
name.
until she's comfortable in getting it where she's supposed to.
Ooh.
She gonna be obedient. Then irrigate her land.
Irrigate her land. Jesus.
You asked for this, son.
Yes. Shanda do bo siada masa.
No, he's not gonna send it. It'll dry up too until you be obedient. She'll be obedient, yes. Cause you got to stop getting tired of stuff drying up. You gotta get to you got to at some point. Say, okay, Lord, okay. Wherever you say going, whatever you say do, I'm doing. Whatever posture I gotta take, I will take it. I'll just do it. Right? Whatever you say, Lord, I'm gonna do it. Right? Because what you're doing now is not even what he has in mind for you. It's greater. The anointing you have in intercession is like the drops of oil. If you could see these drops of oil that will drop from your garments of large. It is a large. I ain't even worried about no husband for you or none of that kind of stuff. I ain't worried about that. I'm just, you get your spot. Fine. You're gonna do it.
It's so funny.
Here we go. Now, when you come. Interrupt.
Thank you, Lord.
Now, Lord, we thank you.
Thank you, Lord.
Now, God, I thank you. Now, she won't just be fed by the raven.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Jesus.
Increase.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh,
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
You know, now this was the first time this has happened to me. I heard her soul while she was praying in tongues. Yeah, go. Y'all will see her at some of these conferences. Sometimes she can't. God, I thank you that she's a barefooted priest.
Yes.
And she'll be sensitive to your name.
Yes.
Thank you.
We thank you. Change. Go and change. I sing a little bit. And you know, song that comes to my mind. What a wonderful change.
Oh, my God.
That has come over me. What a wonderful
Ah.
Mm.
no.
Yes, God.
Mm.
Come over
Jesus. Thank you. Thank you,
Okay, what is your name? Latoya. Gotcha. Latoya Berry. Latoya Berry. Great. This is great. God is great.
Slide over here, little lady.
I was trying to like just.
Nope, nope. You better get over here.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, dear ones. If anybody comes on, this is Zari and Tammy. We are wrapping up the Grow Your Dreams 2016 conference in Virginia Beach. This was the third annual conference, and it was fire. It was so fun. It was awesome. It was great. Lots of things showed up. Lots of people showed up. Matter of fact, there was last year. A prophet came from out of nowhere from from Georgia or something like that on the last day and kind of blew things out of the water. And then yesterday that happened. Somebody came from North Carolina. Another prophet just came and just blew things out of the water. So the Lord made it very clear that this conference is now called, instead of just the Grow Your Dreams Conference, it's now called the Grow Your Dreams Prophetic Business Conference, because it's that kind of conference, not just a regular old business conference. You know, lots of prayer. God was all over it, doing all kinds of things. You know, the youth got prayed over, the youth got prophesied over, just all kind of stuff, lots of breakthroughs and things. And I have this really cool testimony to share. I was praying earlier for some money because I needed a little bit more money to be able to get home. And so I walked up to the stairwell and I was just walking up and down praying and talking to the Lord and reminding him of all of his promises and things. And then when I came back from praying, someone stopped me and said, the Lord told me to tell you to pray over this. I need a sponsor for this. And so I laid my hands on it and prayed for their request, their need. And when I was praying over it, I knew that that was my seed for the Lord to give me my breakthrough so that the rest of the money that I needed would come in. So when I finished praying, I came back into the room and there was a quarter sitting right there where underneath my cell phone, where my cell phone was sitting. And I was like, oh, thanks, Lord. So he was showing me, okay, you did what I asked you to do. You did an assignment and now I'm going to provide for you. And that quarter was just the let me know that he was about to move on my behalf. And then I was sitting down. And then somebody came up and handed me a big wad. So, that's how the Lord works. And that's the type of stuff that's been happening at this conference all weekend. That's the type of stuff that was happening at the conference last year. So make sure that you get to the conference in 2017. It's really important. You know, you're not going to be able to get the fullness of the atmosphere unless you're actually in the place, right? You actually have to be in the place. And we just hope that if you didn't sign up for streaming, you can still buy the playback videos, download the playback videos. It'll be really powerful. You want to watch all that stuff. But go to growyourdreamsconference.com and be watching it over the next few days so that you can be sure to register as soon as registration for 2017 is available. And don't worry about the cost. Like, you have to understand the investment that you're making. You know, it's bigger than you just investing in your business and in yourself. You're also investing in the kingdom because this is kingdom work. You know, if the Lord comes in and changes your conference from the Grow Your Dreams Conference to the Grow Your Dreams Prophetic Business Conference, that's a big deal. And you definitely want to get into that while it's in it's kind of like the grassroots. The fourth year will still be the grassroots, except that the number 4, one of the things that it means is to be established. So when we get to number 4, the 4th annual Grow Your Dreams Prophetic Business Conference, that's when it's going to be established from then on. And it's so funny, before I don't even know if I was out of homelessness yet, but the Lord prophesied to me that I think I was out of it. because I think it may have been in 2012. I'd have to look at my journals. But the Lord was like, the conferences that you're involved in are going to be bigger than Woman Thou Art Loosed. And this is the conference that I'm involved in. You know, I don't have any plans. You know, you never know what the Lord's going to do because he does what he wants to do. But I don't have any plans to move on to anybody else's dream team. You know, this is my dream team. This is the conference that I'm a part of. This is a conference that I'm helping to build. This is the conference that I'm investing in. So this is going to be gigantic. So get in on it now so that you can be reaping from it from years to come. Because remember, when you're sowing into things, you don't always get the harvest right away. You know, those things are planted and they come back to you years later, which is always awesome. So funny. I was praying before the conference a few weeks ago, and I posted this in the Dream Team, the Facebook networking group, and I was saying that the Lord was telling me that I'm connecting everybody right now in the spirit. You know, everybody, all the speakers were in different locations, but he was like, I'm connecting everybody, and you're going to be hearing similar themes when you guys all get there, because I am putting people together. And that's true. One of the things that was consistent throughout all of the speakers were lots of people talked about Joseph and his situation. Lots of people talked about trees and harvesting, and it takes time and things go down into the ground. And lots of people talked about, like, one of my things that I talked about was I shared my teaching that's called the 24-hour breakthrough. And no, not the 24-hour breakthrough. I was talking about I did share that one, but the one I'm getting confused about is the one that's called Why Your Needs Aren't Met. And in that one, I give you some basic reasons of why your needs aren't met. So if you need that teaching, go to supernaturalyouBooks.info and click on the digital downloads link and download that teaching. It's like $2 or $3, maybe $5, but I think it's only $2 or $3. And learn some things about what that scripture in Philippians 4:19 means. But that was something else that was consistent throughout. People were saying, you know, you need to really take inventory and see what it is that you actually need and ask God for that, because he doesn't always provide the way you think he should provide or you think he's going to provide. You know, and that all comes from wisdom, discernment, and being mature in your spirit to know, you know, that God does things differently than we do. His ways are not ours, his thoughts are not ours, and everything he does is higher because he comes from that realm. That's another thing that I talked about in my session, which was titled Supernatural Strategies for Success in Business. It was a really good one. If there's any way that you can, you know, get the playback, do whatever you have to do, visit the GrowYourDreamsConference.com website and try to get those downloads, those session downloads, because they're really powerful. You know, when the Lord gives you something to speak and you release that, you know, that's your prophetic word that you grab hold of, and then you go and you live out whatever it is that you learned. As long as you hold on to it. You know, if you just try to listen one time and then stop, that doesn't work for you. You know, you have to be paying attention and sowing into that, and then, you know, working it, and believing it. Working your faith is most important. All right. And this is Tammy again. Like I said, that's with me. She's in the Grow Your Dreams group. She pressed her way to get to this conference.
I did.
And so as soon as we get off here, I'm gonna pray for her real fast, and we're gonna enter in and let the Lord do some awesome things in her life. So again, GrowYourDreamsConference.com. My website is zwriteswords.org, zaribanks.com, supernaturalyoubooks.info. All right. God bless you.